Uh,
Alrighty.
and here we are. Good morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owners Network Marketing Training number 56 on, boy, what is this? Thursday, the 30th of October. One more day left in this month, and it's on to the next one. Starting over fresh, starting get out there and make something happen. So if you didn't get your goals done this month, got to think about how to get them started for next month. Got a couple special guests here joining me this morning. I have Dewson, who I'm not sure if we have any volume yet. You want to give that a shot, Dewson? No volume. Okay, we have no volume from Dewson, so he'll be live but not performing. And we have AJ from Colorado. How you doing this morning, AJ?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for welcoming me.
Great. All right. Well, I don't know. You guys haven't been here before. I don't know if you've seen these live. Basically, John and I come out here and, we just talk about Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We kind of rehash Jeff's Monday morning call and go over some of the street smart business trainings that we get from Jeff Fagan on his phone call that he provides for all of us. And on Thursdays now, I'm solo, so I've been kind of going off on specific topics and that sort of thing. The last few days, I've just been going along the lines of, the importance of marketing and sales to your business, and where and how most people get stuck within their businesses in other aspects of it, within production and administration and operations and doing all the little things that go along.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Paul, can you hear me? I think you accidentally muted yourself.
Unmute me. How long ago?
There you go. Oh gosh, maybe a couple of minutes. I thought it
Oh,
was something I did.
yeah, okay. I didn't touch anything. I don't know how it did that. Google, I'll tell you what, this Google thing's a little bit quirky sometimes. It does some funny things every once in a while. So I'll rehash. Once again, I was saying that on Thursdays I'm solo, and the last few days, and I kind of go off on independent subjects, and the last few days I've been talking about um, people getting stuck in their businesses in the wrong areas, in production, in operations, in administration, and not putting enough focus and energy towards marketing and sales, and and how important it is to go in that area. And so I was kind of breaking down how people get stuck in these areas, why, and how just the idea of systemizing your business, starting with the things that you don't like to do, starting with the things that you're not good at, and hiring somebody else to take over that part of your business, and freeing yourself up from the time and energy that you put in towards that, how that's going to just give you the ability to focus a little bit more on marketing and sales. So I mean, just what's your whole thoughts, AJ, on just the idea of really where, like I said, independent business owners, physical brick and mortar business owners, how they kind of get stuck in their business and lock themselves into more like, being self-employed as opposed to owning a business system.
Well, I think there's a good book that really touches on that subject that says you need to work on your business, not in your business. Because if you're working in your business, you're spending all the time, you're spending 40, 60, 80 hours a week working in that business, and you're not promoting that business, you're not getting anywhere. So you have to systemize that business so it'll work without you, and so that you can go ahead and work on the business, making the business better, taking it to the next level, while you have your trusted employees working with the methodology and with the systems that you instill in that business. So they're taking care of the shop while you're out there making it better.
Yeah, what's the name of that book?
And the name of the book is it's by Gerber. Oh gosh,
Gotcha.
I can't think of the name of it. It's it'll come to me though.
Okay.
But it's a really really good book. And in fact, I've got tapes on it. I could probably send you to.
Awesome.
But it'll come to me. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly it right there. People getting, working working in the business instead of on the business really just locks it down to what I was just sort of saying. That sort of defines the two areas. Working in your business is actually in the mechanics of your business, like I said, in the operations, in the administration, and in the production systems of your business. And when you're focusing all your time and efforts in those areas, your physical time and effort in those areas, and you're taking away from your time to where working on your business is really all about working on the marketing and sales. To be honest with you, if you're working on your business, you're working on how to bring in more business. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, because if you're not bringing in more business, your business is dying. And it goes back to what Jeff said a couple of Street Smart calls before, is that if you don't have the expertise in doing what you need to be doing, a joint venture or strategic advisors and strategic partners come in handy, because if you remember the book Outliers, it says that you need 10,000 hours to become a pro or an expert at anything. So instead of spending those 10,000 hours to become the pro or expert, if you have somebody that will come in and they are the pro and the expert, and you can joint venture with them, then you can turn them loose to do what they do as a pro, and then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to spend your 10,000 hours getting the expertise, and then you can take the business to the next level by adding those strategic advisors and partners.
Sure, yeah, it's never been more commonplace than it is in the world today. I mean, you even see certain businesses advertise that it'll say, 30 years experience. So, people will tell you that, and so I mean, they're pooling the resources of the other people in the business. Hey, this guy's been in the business for 5 years. This guy's been in it for 20 years. This guy's been in it for 15 years. There's a combined 40 years of experience right there, and you can do that as well with in your network marketing business in Swissquote Global. That's what's great about network marketing, is you basically, it's built around leveraging other people's experience, the people above you that brought you into the business. You can, especially when you're getting started, you can really leverage their experience and knowledge, so that you can instantaneously have credibility to the point where hey, I may not be the guy who has all the answers, but I know somebody who does, and pretty much just, let me invite you to have a conversation with this person, and there's the experience and knowledge that maybe you don't have coming in, that's just right there at your fingertips. And that's what's awesome about network marketing and Swissquote Global.
That's true, because once you become an independent business owner, the systems and the methods and everything else, the back office, the whole 9 yards are set up for you. So all you have to do is step in there and do what needs to be done within those systems, because they're the proven systems that work. And if you adhere to those systems, it's going to work for you.
Yeah, exactly. I've got you on chat, Deucen. If you have any comments, type them in there, and maybe I can share with the group. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's leverage is a key element to any business, as far as being able to grow at an exponential rate to compared to what one person can do all on their own. And the beautiful thing about network marketing and the Swisco global system is that it is basically designed around built-in leverage. The systems that are in place put you right into you just step right into a position where you pretty much are given all the leverage that you need. You don't even have to. The system's so good you don't even have to go out and systemize your own system of getting leverage, of leveraging other people. It's
Yeah, they've
built.
already done the leveraging for you.
Yeah, right, exactly. So let's see here. um, yeah, Deucin was just saying
Yeah,
that.
when you think about it, that's the way that if you want to set your own business up, if you're doing a startup or whatever the project you might be working on, you can take a look at how other people have made their businesses, how they've done their systems, and if you can copy legally and ethically and morally what they do, and they've already done all the legwork, all the groundwork, then you can take that and model it for yourself and be that much more ahead of the game.
Yeah, Deucin was just commenting that he was reading Don Vela's book again, Own Your Life, and he noticed that he hasn't duplicated himself yet. And he makes a comment here saying that I'm going to get back to my team of people to duplicate myself instead of rolling new people. So obviously he's gone out there and he's hit the ground running, brought some people into his organization, and sort of probably hit it with that kind of a salesman mentality where I just got to go, go, go. I got to get people, get people, get people, and then all of a sudden now he's gone back and reread the book, and all of a sudden the kind of the light bulb came on, and he said, "Wait a second, I'm going wide, and I need to go deep, and I need to focus a little bit more on the people that I have right now, and get them to start, learning the process and being able to leverage me and the people that above me who brought me in, and get them getting more people into the organization." Um, 9 in my team, yeah. So all 9 on level 1, Deucin. So yeah, what do you think, AJ? That's kind of the key right there, yeah.
Yeah, because you've got to support the people and help them, and by helping them, you help yourself. So if you can get them doing what you do and duplicate yourself, and you have to go, what is it, 3 deep, according
Yeah.
to Don Fela, at least 3 deep to actually duplicate yourself. So
Hmm.
once you start duplicating yourself, then once you're in that process of duplicating yourself, then you reassess what's going on. You back up and you say, okay, now I've got to support those people that I've duplicated myself with, because if I can get them to go 3 deep in their line and in their system, then they're duplicating themselves, and that's what it's all about, is duplication. But you've got to help them do that.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a big misconception that a lot of people have is like all of a sudden they think of duplicating myself, and they go out and they get one person in their team, and they're like, oh, hey, great, I just duplicated myself. I got this person who's now doing it. But until you've actually got that person trained how to actually go out there do it, uh, and even when they bring in one person, you're still not duplicated, because if you teach that person how to go out and find another person, well, that's great. He can go out and find, going wide, like Deucin was talking about. He's got 9 in his organization now, going wide. But if they're not going any deeper, the only thing that you can do to increase your organization at that point is to keep going wide. You have to get that person who you've taught how to get somebody. You then have to train them how they can teach their person to go get somebody into the organization. And that's the point when you've actually duplicated yourself, as you were saying, 3 deep, AJ, because with 1 deep, when you're only one person deep, that's yourself, of course. When you're 2 people deep, that's you and the other person. But if you leave the organization, if you stop helping that other person, they don't know what to do, and nothing's going to happen until you bring that 3rd person in, and they've all been taught and trained how to take that next step. That's when you've actually duplicated yourself. And if you didn't happen to be there, making something happen, why you've taught them how, and they're there making something happen in your place. And that's the key element right there. Is the three deep is makes a big difference. All the difference.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, because it's all in the education, education, education. And if you don't teach your people what and how to do it, then you're just a ship without any sails. You got a mast, but there's no sails, and you're not going anywhere. So if you've got to be the teacher. You have to instruct them on how to do it. And if you need help, you need to go to your upline there for that help. And once you learn to be that instructor, the people above you can turn loose of you, and once you start instructing your people to instruct their people to instruct their people, then you can turn loose of some of the people that are down there. But you can always be a wealth of information for the people that are below you if and when they need it.
Yeah, well, by the time you get to that point, you're going to be having so much fun, right? That you're just going to want to make appearances and talk to people and give them a hand and give them some support and give them some ideas and tips and all that sort of thing. So it's not like you're just going to disappear and walk away and go, hey, I've duplicated myself, I'm out of here. You guys go build my organization for me. Like I said, you're going to be having so much fun with this at that point in time that you just be like, hey, let me go over to the other side of the country where I know so and so's in my downline and see how they're doing and go take a little trip and visit with them and just, like I said, have some fun with it, help them build their organization a little bit further. And that's kind of a real exciting thing to look forward to.
Yeah, it is. And by that time, you have the time, because you have the financial freedom built into the system, and you're reaping what you have sowed, so that you can go from place to place. You have the time, you have the money to do it. And then at that point, like you said, it becomes fun. You say, well, I'll see what they're doing in Florida, and maybe we'll go down and play a round of golf there, and then we'll all have some kind of competition, and whoever wins gets a free trip to Bora Bora or wherever it might be. And then we're out there with Jeff and his group, and we're all sipping our Mai Tais in Bora Bora.
Yeah. We invite Deucen and to bring a couple of his special people out with us, and we get to meet some other people from the organization, and just have a good time and do some masterminding, especially share our information with others, get some knowledge that and some ideas of what other people are doing and how we can better teach and train or do whatever it is within our business, advertise, bring people in. Just whatever it is, masterminding is such a great thing, and that's another thing that why I'm doing these hangouts, especially on Thursdays. Like I said, hoping to bring more people in, and I hope, Deucen, that another day you'll be able to join me on a Thursday with some volume and participate. Just because tossing around ideas and hearing some thoughts from someone else. I mean, you could have great ideas. But you could have great ideas that have short vision, because you can only see so much, and you can only see really what's on your radar screen. And there's 99% of what's going on out there in the world is off your radar screen. So having another mind and another person who sees something from a different angle and who's looking at a different radar screen that's focused in the same direction, has different ideas that can compile on top of your thoughts and your ideas, can really just exponentially expand the possibilities of what you can create and what you can do and how you can grow and advance. And that's kind of the purpose of these hangouts for Thursdays here, is to hopefully get some different people in here, get some different thoughts and ideas about Swiss Gold Global, about how to build your organization, about how to teach and train your people, about how to initiate contact. I mean, all aspects of it. So that's where I want to take this on Thursdays, is having people come in, share what it is that you're doing with us and with other Swiss Gold Global independent business owners, so that we can all gain from the knowledge of wealth that we all have, and sort of in a combined virtual mastermind here, be able to expand upon ideas and thoughts that everybody within the organization can utilize for the benefit of the company, Swiss Gold Global, in and of itself, obviously. We're all working for them, and the better they do, the better we're going to do. So that's kind of like the objective here.
Cool, and I'm Googling right now to find that book for you.
Oh, okay. Before we run out of time here. All right. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're pretty much at the 20-minute mark, which is where we like to try to cut these things off at. So I just want to invite anybody who's out there watching today to see this. That every Thursday, 8 a.m. Arizona time. That's equal to Pacific time for most of the year, except for daylight savings. Then we go on a. I don't know if Arizona's like the only person on this time, or if we're tied in with Mountain Time like Colorado and stuff. But I know that we go different from Pacific time once daylight savings hits. And so, but 8 a.m. Arizona time, U.S. We're here every Thursday with an open invitation to all Swiss Gold Global independent business owners. And I'm actually going to start inviting also some people from that attended the Alex Mandosian event, AJ. I've got a circle with people from that event that attended that event. And I'm going to actually start extending the invitation to them as well, too, because it's not necessarily just Swiss Gold Global independent business owners and their ideas that can really help us grow, but pretty much anybody with any kind of a business can come in here and with some ideas and hear what we have to share and share what their experiences and whatnot that can help all of us. So that's where we're going to be going with this, and just wanted to let you know that. AJ, if you got that book or a final thought, I'll close us out. Unless you want to close us out with a prayer, that's fine.
Okay, just the book is by Michael E. Gerber, and it's called, there are actually two books. The E-Myth is the first one, and then he revisits it, and it's called the E-Myth Revisited. And I've got them both the book and the tape form.
Huh.
I guess CD form, I guess. I'm showing my age by saying tape. But and you can find that at Amazon and places like that. But there are really, really good books. I've read the E-Myth Revisited twice. It takes you through working on your business, not in your business. And just to touch on the other subject, we are Mountain Time right now. It is, what is it? It's about 9:22. So when we go to, right now Arizona is on the same time zone as Pacific time. But
Right.
then you guys don't switch, but both Pacific and Mountain Time do. So then once you switch, you'll be on Mountain Time.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
All right. Yeah, kind of a quirky little time zone thing there. With Arizona is the only state I think in the union that does something like that. So anyway, with that, Deucen, I want to welcome you for joining us today. Hopefully, like I said, you'll be able to join us again with some volume so you could participate. AJ, thank you for joining today, and I'm going to end today with the Napoleon Hill prayer, as always, which goes, "O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches given me at birth, so that I can, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire." All right, everybody, have a great day. Thanks for joining us.